Hi guys, and welcome to my first fashion content video. Today we're going to be going over my 2025 spring wardrobe. Let's get started with top number one. This is the CDG Play shirt. It is a gray shirt, and full transparency, I did thrift this from a second street, so it wasn't like I bought it for full price. I think the full price is like $100 something, insane. You can definitely find if you search like CDG t-shirts on Grailed or on Google in general, you can definitely find some good secondhand options that won't break the bank. I love the way it fits. I do know that the collar of this shirt is something that I really care about. This shirt I think it's double stitched. I don't know if that's the right term, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's double stitched, and it's a reinforced collar, so it feels really solid, and I love the way it fits in terms of it's a nice like slimmer fitting t-shirt. So it really like hugs the arms really well, and I really like how it looks on me. I love the color. Gray is like a very good neutral, and even the print is not too offensive. Yes, it's like a big logo on your chest, but honestly, because it's like black and gray, I don't think it stands out too much. So you can definitely be worn with a variety of outfits, as you'll see here in the next couple clips that I show. I try to dress it up, dress it down. You can definitely wear this in every casual setting, but even if you wanted to, you know, go out for something a little more like a dinner, I think I could still pull off the t-shirt with this and just the right pair of pants and everything, you know. So yeah, we're gonna start off strong. Number two, moving on, we have the Urban Outfitters button up. I don't know what to call this. If you search it up online, you won't find it. It was an old season, but it will be something along the lines of like a green button-up sweater kind of vibe. It's almost like a cardigan too, but it has like a collar. It's a lot of things. Honestly, I've never been able to find anything exactly like it. So I picked this up a long time ago, I think during the pandemic, and it was on sale back then because it was like final sale or something. So I got it for like probably like $30 or something. So it's definitely a steal. You can definitely find some nicer premier options. I do think the material is not the most high quality, but you know, I didn't pay for high quality back then, so I wasn't that particular, but I love the fit nonetheless, and it stayed in my closet surprisingly over like, it's been about 5 years since I bought this t-shirt or this top, and it's really nice. I kind of want to bring in a little bit of color for the second top here with that kind of matcha-y light green vibe, and I think it definitely feels like spring when you look at this, so that's kind of a theme here. I don't really go for a lot of patterns, but I do like textures, and I think this top has a lot of texture in it. It has like a knitted kind of feel with this really nice collar, really nice buttons that go all the way down. They give it that cardigan feel, but the sleeves again are nice and tight, so they fit really well in the arm and make you look, you know, they just help the visuals. But yeah, love this shirt, love the color. I think spring and summer you definitely want to start to play with a lot more color, kind of just bring out some more personality in your outfits. Some good alternatives you search online. I think there's like one from Everlane and some others. They might be a little more on the pricey side, but again, if you're paying for quality materials, I would say that this is definitely probably not made with like 100% natural materials. So take that with a grain of salt and do with that what you will. Moving on now, number three, we're going to talk about this Harley Davidson long sleeve, which was a crazy find. Off the bat, I already loved it for the fact that it's such a unique shape and cut. I think the sleeves are cut in this like raglan shape, which is like a bit different from a traditional top or shirt. Correct me again if I'm wrong in the comments. The thing that really took me though by surprise was the fit of this thing. It was perfect for me. It's kind of like a boat almost neck appearance, which you see a lot more on like female targeted or feminine targeted products and like tops. So I was really happy to see it here because it looked really good. It really exaggerated my shoulders and just really gave me like that feeling of confidence. It is made of this really like lightweight knit kind of fabric. I don't even know what to call it. I think it's probably cotton. Such a good find. It has this really nice graphic on the front that's kind of, I think it's sewn on, I believe, or some sort of embroidery kind of technique going on there. And then there's like an arm patch on the left side. It just has the Harley Davidson logo on it, and it just goes with so many different things. I think the one thing that kind of like bothered me a little bit was that the sleeve length was a little too long. It kind of gave me that, I don't know if you've watched Kids Next Door, but number 3 from Kids Next Door, when she has her sleeves like all the way out, it kind of gave me that feeling. But other than that, it's a really great top, super solid. The fit is chef's kiss. It's perfect. Love the neckline, love the fit in the top. Again, fitted, loose, just gonna keep that trend going. And yeah, it's gonna be a really great staple for me this spring. Moving on, we have the fourth top on this list. For our fourth top, we have the Uniqlo JW Anderson collab. It is their Oxford boxy shirt. This recently dropped, I think late February, early March, something like that. I don't know if they still sell it. To be honest, if you can find it in stores, I would grab it. This is the best dress shirt I've ever purchased in my life. Like in terms of fit wise, it's perfect. The crop is not too long, it's not too short. This is from the women's section, but honestly, it fits perfectly for me. I believe I sized up to like a size medium. I usually wear like a size small, but this was, I sized up for size medium, so that gives you any help for sizing. The shape of this, they really knew what they were doing with the cut. It's really hard to find dress shirts, I think, that you can dress down, and especially in a casual setting, but because of the crop nature of this and because of the like kind of boxy fit in the midsection, it definitely can be worn in so many different ways, as you'll see in like the next coming fits. I absolutely adore this shirt. I love the subtle branding of the JW Anderson logo that's embroidered. I love the collar. I really like a nice wide collar, and the buttons are really solid, and there's a bit of pleating on the back and on the sleeves as well. It just hits all the right points, and honestly, this is a shirt that if I had thrifted, you could also just thrift, you know, like a normal oversized shirt and just, you know, cut it and sew it yourself. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time to learn that or how to do that yet. I want to in the future, so hopefully I can do that, but as of right now, this just fit me perfectly off the rack, and I can seldom say that for many pieces of clothing. So I was super happy with this purchase. The one gripe I will say is material wise, they do not use 100% cotton. It is a cotton blend, but you know, you're paying for the design at a lower price point, so you're kind of getting a compromise, if that makes sense. I would definitely recommend this if you can find it on the secondhand market or anything. These shirts are super cool, super breathable, super lightweight, perfect for spring. I actually have it in this white and also the blue colorway, but I have been wearing them and I will continue to wear them this entire spring, so look out for that. Now we're at the number 5 spot for the tops, and we are at the No Maintenance Lelay lace shirt. This shirt, I believe, is not sold on their website anymore. It has, again, really nice collar, super nice button details. You've got these 2 like chest pockets that flip open. Not the most practical, but for like design wise, it looks great. Star of the show is definitely this lace construction. Oh my god, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Definitely spring, definitely light, airy, breathable. You could wear it on its own. You can wear it with a shirt underneath, which I've worn like a couple times, and there's just so many ways to wear it. I love wearing it with a jacket and popping the collar out. I will say, material wise, not the best in terms of if you're looking for natural materials. I think this is 100% acrylic, which could turn some people off. I could understand that. And in my personal opinion, the design of this, again, you got that boxy but crop fit. You can buy this on the secondhand market. There are a couple of variations, but mainly the short sleeve version, which I wasn't as much a fan of. I personally like the long sleeve version just because I feel like it gives you more versatility when it comes to styling, but you know, take what you can. So that's it for the top section. We're going to move on now to the bottoms. And the first one we have, again from Uniqlo, the drapey wide flare jeans, and again from the women's section. And my god, these fit amazing. All the good things first, the pros. You're getting a really nice fit, a really nice flare that isn't too overly baggy. I find that a lot of like baggy pants these days are too wide in the thigh and like the pelvis area. It kind of just gives like no shape, and I kind of want form. So if you like that form in like the thigh-ish area where it just kind of gently flares out into the like lower portion, these are the pants. They're perfectly just like that. And I actually love the fact that, you know, Uniqlo has their hemming service, which was free of charge. So I bought these. They were a bit too long. I took them back. They tailored it right away. It only took like 40 minutes or so from them to get back for them to release them to me. So it was really quick. Because they're made of like a cotton blend, it's very lightweight. It's perfect for spring, summer, and it will definitely keep you cool, and you can wear pants without feeling like sweaty, which I really hate. Cons are, it is a cotton blend. So again, we're not working with 100% natural materials. Some people won't like that. If that's not you, definitely, you know, don't get these. But other than that, like I said, in terms of the fit and in terms of the finish, I think they did a really good job here. The construction's pretty solid. They have them in a bunch of different colorways. I have the cream variation here, but I know they have in like a light blue and a medium blue. These go great with pretty much all the tops in this lineup. They just hit at the right length for me, and I just feel like these are the best fitted to loose ratio. These are perfect. They just look effortlessly chic, and that's kind of the goal here, to be like an effortless as possible look to you, you know, like it's clean, but it looks also lived in. Moving on to the next bottoms. These are the Zara baggy jeans, and I know people say, you know, Zara, fast fashion. I totally get it, but I also think fast fashion is a way of consuming in which, you know, you're always trying to replace things. I've had these jeans now for about almost 3 years now since I bought them. They've got a lot of wear on them, and for me personally, at the time in my life when I bought these, I cannot justify spending like $500 on a pair of like Acne Studio jeans or something. That's just not who I was or who I am usually, like I said. So I think if you're trying out these really exaggerated silhouettes for the first time, definitely try to go for something that's within your price range, because you never know if you're going to end up liking it. I generally think that these pants have held up pretty well. These are actually, ironically, the first pair that are 100% natural cotton, so that was kind of a surprise. But yeah, the fit of these, super baggy, super wide, definitely on that trendy kind of side of fashion nowadays. There are countless alternatives you can get to this. It's not special, but that's also the reason why I picked them up from Zara, because I didn't need something that was super expensive and it just fit my needs, and I've been wearing these for years, and it will continue to be a staple for me in the spring season. I think the colorway is the best part about it. This light wash blue, I just love that kind of like lived in feel. Kind of gives the impression of those acne jeans that are like beat up, that have like mud stains. Honestly, pause, I won't understand how anyone can justify spending a couple $100s on pants that look like they've been sat on in the mud. Like I hate the idea of mud washing, honestly, because of the fact that it just looks like a pair of pants that would look like that if you just wore them outside. So I don't know, maybe that's a hot take, who knows. Number 3 on the list of pants, we have the Dunce drawstring trousers, if I could call them that. So Dunce is a brand I wasn't really familiar with before this. I believe it's a Korean brand, but I got these secondhand again from a thrift store. The reason why I picked these is because they also again have that roomy oversized fit, but I really love the pleating detail on these. They're a perfect hybrid for me between a trouser and like a sweatpant, and I hate wearing sweatpants, so that's why I opted for these. They're super breezy, super airy. Definitely not something that I would wear during like winter time or if it's really cold, but for the spring and summer, perfect. So you got this really nice roomy leg. It comes down to a nice drape. It's not too long, and again, those pleat details are really nice. The pocket details are also great, very deep. They have buttons on them so things don't come out or fall out. Overall, I'm pretty happy. I would definitely recommend that. Now moving on to outerwear. So for the first outerwear piece, we have this beautiful thrifted Western jacket in this really nice kind of a caramel kind of color. It's not exactly like a true brown, but it's this light brown with like this light contrast stitching. Beautiful, beautiful. Again, collar for me is like one of the biggest things when it comes to tops. Like I want to see the neckline or the collar. I want it to be big. I want it to accentuate my shoulders. I want it to really fit and feel like something that I would feel comfortable in. I actually don't know if there's a jacket similar to this. You can probably search up like a Western style jacket and get something similar. The details are really what stuck me. I don't even know what the material is, but it is the perfect amount of like between thick and thin. It's still airy and breathable, but it would definitely keep you warm during those like windy or rainy days. And the thing I love about it especially are the buttons. This is the first jacket I ever bought that has like these pearl, I think these are mother of pearl buttons, and they're just gorgeous. They're just so perfect. I personally wear some pearl jewelry, so this really matches and complements that. As you can see in the video, you'll see me style this with every single top. You'll see me with every single pant. It's a little bit oversized, a little more roomy, but that's perfect for layering. Like definitely a super versatile piece. And next we have the Lac de Mur cropped jacket. So this jacket I found through like an Instagram ad, I think. And Lac de Mur is this brand based in Copenhagen. They have a ton of cool pieces on their site. Definitely on the pricier side of things. Like you're definitely looking at triple digits, but I thought it was worth it for the design of it alone. It definitely has, again, like that cropped body, but elongated sleeves. It has a really beautiful collar, like I said, big and wide, and then it has a nice double zip, which is super, super robust. And honestly, the biggest zippers I've ever seen on any jacket. Like these are massive, and yet it's super smooth. There's no catching. These are very high quality zippers. It has an inner pocket, some nice like lining. It's 100% wool. And at the same time, it has these beautiful tassel details on either side of the pocket, which have tassels that are 100%, I think, lambskin leather, which is so cool. Right now, they don't sell it anymore. It was sold out as an older season, but they did have a leather version of this that's still, you can see it on their site. I think it's also sold out though, but you can definitely find any kind of jacket like this if you just search up like a cropped black wool jacket. There's a ton of options. I think COS has a lot of really good options, like a really good like neutral color. That black just goes with everything in the closet, so love to check this on. For the last piece of outerwear, I decided to go with something pretty bold. This is a thrifted Dan de Mode's leather trench coat, a red leather trench coat. Honestly, when I put this on, it just screams people's attention in terms of like looking at me, just because it's like this big block of color. I've worn it to a couple of occasions now, definitely more dressed up. It definitely gives more like East Coast vibes, maybe New York. Where I'm from here, it's not super, super cold enough for me to wear this all the time, but there are days, again, where it gets really cold, especially at night. So for a night out, I think this is super perfect. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. It's beautiful. This leather is buttery smooth, definitely high quality leather, but it has its beautiful trench coat like belt on it, which is also all leather, and everything is just this beautiful cherry red color. I want to get more red in my wardrobe, so this is kind of my attempt in doing that. Other details of this jacket include the piping that's done all around the collar, this huge, again, exaggerated collar. The sleeves are a bit on the shorter side, which is kind of funny that this is an opposite problem compared to the other things that I mentioned that have a longer sleeve. It's a bit short because I think this is a women's piece. It definitely gives a nice kind of illusion, kind of like cinches in the waist a lot, and just gives like breaking your body up into thirds kind of thing. So I really love this coat. It's a super standout piece. Definitely is loud in the way of color and maybe in the way of material and texture, but not in any pattern. These are all mainly solid colors. Even though it's loud, it still goes with a lot of the other pieces. As you'll see here as I cycle through outfits, we have a lot of really cool fits you can put on with a trench coat or leather coat. So any type of coat for this spring I think is really good, but this one definitely is the standout of the entire wardrobe this spring. Moving on to footwear now. These are the Walker Vietnam 815B boots. I believe on their website, you can check it out, still live right now. And honestly, I think Walker Vietnam in terms of value proposition, super well on there, but these are honestly gorgeous for the price point and the quality of leather you're getting. Super smooth leather. The zipper is really great, nice and smooth, and the heel on this is the best part. Like the silhouette and the shape, they're in this really nice black leather, and they just scream like luxury, you know, and it just feels so effortless to put these on, wear them with any pant, any outfit, and really just get yourself a nice pair of black boots to just rock out for the entire season. And, you know, since we're still in spring where it tends to rain, these will be great for that, so it's not like, you know, too low profile where water will get into my foot. So I really love these for that. I love the versatility. Definitely gonna wear this not just during spring, but literally all year round. I highly recommend if you're looking for an affordable option of leather boots and you don't want to break the bank, check out Walker Vietnam for those, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. Lastly, I want to talk a little bit about accessories. I know I said I wasn't gonna go too in depth, but I will say that accessories make or break a fit for me. It's like the frosting on a cake, right? Like you could eat the cake and you'd be happy, but when you have the frosting on there and you eat it together, it just elevates the experience. That's what accessories would be like to me. And a lot of my jewelry that you'll see in this video here is from various places. Some of it is personal, like my grad ring. A lot of my jewelry comes from Hard Jewelry, which is a Instagram brand that you can find. The other one jewelry brand I want to shout out is Rare Romance. I really love them. Definitely have them for the half chain, half pearl necklace and the ring that my girlfriend got me. It is this heart ring. Super cute, super nice. And also the watch. The watch was a vintage Guess watch, I think, a stainless steel kind of like tank style watch, you know, kind of that like squarish shape. I got this for $5 from Goodwill. So again, just goes to show you what you can do with a little bit of money and a little bit of patience. I've spent a lot of time collecting this stuff, so do not feel a need to, you know, just purchase everything that you see all at once. And that's a really fun part about fashion and getting to know yourself through your style, is that you evolve and you change, but you still keep a lot of things with you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I haven't done something like this before, so if you have any comments that you want to leave and improvements or things I can do better, I am all ears. I'd love to hear it. And if you have any other style tips or things that you like to see this spring, summer in fashion, please comment down below and let me know. I'd love to look through them. I appreciate all of your guys' time. If you're not subscribed, please feel free to. Definitely planning to do more fashion content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.